Hey, all you big cats and kittens.
Oh.
It's the Sooner Football Fans Podcast. You have Terry, Rob, and Caleb here. Growl, Rob.
I am not doing that.
Growl, Caleb.
Yeah.
Hey, Sooner Football Fans. It's the Sooner Football Fans Podcast. You got Terry, Rob, and Caleb here. Boomer Rob.
Boomer Terry.
Boomer Caleb.
Boomer.
And we are coming at you from the still Corona-free Podcast
Why
Palace
did you say that?
in beautiful Norman, Oklahoma,
You just jinxed us.
where...
We are not affiliated with the University of Oklahoma.
But we do have eligibility left. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, guys. We got to continue our course on great Sooner names. I went
Like
through.
you're pulling everybody's leg.
Oh no, I think we're going to have a good discussion here in a bit. But we're going to go through the Sooner names again. I took it upon myself to clean it up a little bit more, so we won't be going through as many. Some of them that weren't, quite as hoppy. But we're going to do that. We're going to give you our self quarantine status and what's going on in our lives, and whatever else. We're going to talk about some movies, some TV series, some other stuff. But let's get off first to Rob. How is social distancing treating you, and self quarantine, and the lockdown that is Norman, Oklahoma?
So this is just regular business for me.
Yeah.
No, it's going. There's really not a whole lot of change for me, so that's
So
pretty good thing.
you're just happy that everybody else is living like you've been living for the last 10 years, right?
Well, they should be, but
So still working though, right?
oh yeah, still working.
I had some people ask me the other day, is like, what is he doing since there's no sports going on?
Right. Well, it's
Because-
getting scary because they're laying off people and
Ah,
reduction in pay and stuff like that. But it's not like I'm not still busy because as the purchaser, everything that we have is we have to try and return it or store it or, so I'm still busy and we're actually supposed to only be working 4 days a week, but
somehow you didn't.
no, somehow I'm the only one that's working 5 days a week still. And,
Well, hey, give us a update on Heisman Park. It's right outside your office.
So, yeah, something's going on out there, right? So they're building both platforms, but as I was driving by, and I almost turned around. As I was driving out of the stadium today, I was looking back, and isn't the first one we won?
Baker.
No, the first.
Oh, Billy Vessels?
Billy Vessels. Wasn't he all the way to the north?
No. Yeah, he was. I think he was.
Okay, so I'm thinking they may have moved him. Like, because I was
You
looking
didn't
at it, I
notice
was like,
that?
well, there's something being built on the north there, and I was like, okay, well, it must be right outside of Billy Vessels. And then I was looking, and I was like, no, he's not there. Where is he? And then by the time I was past it, and I was like, shoot, I'm going to turn around and go look and see what's going on. I think they may have either pulled him. I don't know. Anyway, but there's one going in between Sammy B and Jason White on the south part.
No.
And then there's one going in on the very north part. So,
Which one's next to Billy? The north part be next to Billy?
well, I thought it would have been next to
Billy Vessels.
Billy Vessels.
Yeah, because it was Billy, then Billy Vessels.
Right. But I think they moved Billy Vessels. So I'm not sure. I'll have to take a closer look at that
Kyler
tomorrow.
would be next to Billy Sims. That was my guess.
That kind of sounds racist, Caleb.
That's not racist. I didn't say anything about race at all. You're one about race into it.
No, but
one's really exciting. The other one's a quarterback like the other ones. Fits better.
so give us Caleb's social distancing.
I've been working
Update.
this week. Probably not for much longer. So no one's going to the stores buying ices, and I think some states are making it like illegal to get fountain drinks. So I think it's pretty soon it's gonna pass soon here because we already have a couple of customers a couple of places that are getting rid of fountain drinks. They're just saying it's just not safe right now to get fountain drinks. So I wouldn't be surprised in the next week or so that's gonna be the case here. So working for now. Not really like it because I'm just sitting in my truck really.
This whole thing may change all of that. Like, we may
Oh, yeah.
not be able to drink fountain sodas
Fountain
like
drinks.
that anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It could change everything. So I'm sure it's going. It's one thing. Economy's falling apart. Like health things falling apart. So if anything's going to make us try to change that stuff, but right now we're just trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But for now, both of you are still working. I'm I'm a essential employee. I work in home health care, so I'm busy as crap all day long. That's one of the reasons why we haven't put out any podcasts. I know Rob's busy, but I've been, he was double dutying it during having to cover basketball, the Thunder, and Oklahoma. Well, now I'm not getting in till after 6 most nights, and then when I do, I'm on my computer at home having to do some work, and then I'm up early in the morning on my computer, and then I go into the office. Half of my staff is working from home, so if you come into my office, you have to have your temperature taken at the front door, use hand sanitizer, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
Is the person with the rubber glove surprisingly gentle?
Sometimes, no. But I mean, other than that, I mean, we've been entertaining ourselves here at the house with Netflix. And
Yeah, I've been
with
saying
Teresa, and had the grandbabies here last weekend.
Hey, you know what I found out?
What's that?
Since you said you were having Netflix, that the term Netflix and chill does not mean just sit back and watch a Netflix movie.
You used for that. Okay.
What's it mean?
I mean, have sex.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Jesus.
I'm like, y'all need to come out with a dictionary or something, because I've been saying that to folks. I'm like, hey, you want to come over to Netflix and chill? And she's like, yeah, but hey,
That's what that means. And now, like, quarantine chill now is one going on right now. People are saying. Now, I just mean people don't want to say that anymore because.
Yeah, I did go to the grocery store on last Friday. I was off last Friday for my anniversary weekend. Boy,
Right.
I got off easy on that one.
yeah,
go
but
anywhere.
it's coming though. You got to pay for that.
But I go to the grocery store, and we're pretty much stocked up here on everything we need. Even
That's
if
good.
they,
I'm gonna take some stuff home.
yeah,
with me.
even if they lock down everything, we're good for a while here. But I got all the leftovers that nobody else took. What is it? Sam's Choice macaroni and cheese, and there no Kraft on the shelves. But I literally had a woman.
Bunch of ramen noodles.
There were no ramen noodles. There haven't been ramen noodles in months.
Okay.
I went to the store Sundays. One chick bought like 3 cases of it, like cases. And she was scanning. She's like, "Is there any way I can just scan all these at once?" Like, nope, it's scan all one of them. So she just took one each and one out and scanned them.
Well, but I literally had a woman run from me in Walmart.
Okay.
Did you cough?
Creeper.
No, I didn't cough. I was pushing my cart. She was kind of in the middle, and there was a display in the middle, and I needed to go to her side, and she kind of moved away, and my cart's pointed at her, and she's just kind of standing there looking at me like, don't come this way. And so I start coming. She did sidestep real fast to the left. Went about 10 yards down the field. I was like,
Dude, you should have picked up a football.
is my hunchback showing? I didn't know what was going on.
Are we doing like a Joel Osteen thing right now? Is it Oklahoma? Like, what the heck is this crap going on right now? It's a legit Joel Osteen show right now.
No, it is a state day of prayer, or hour of prayer
So
tonight.
Joel Osteen then, yes. That's what we're doing right now. That's just so dumb. This is just a legit Joel Osteen.
It's a legit, no, it's not. There's nothing quite like Joel Osteen.
That's
So,
pretty close.
but that being said, it is Thursday night when we're recording, and we're normally at Louis, but Louis ain't open. They're not even doing curbside.
Right.
Yeah, so
Well,
it is Thursday night, so I'm still having a beer. So,
I had some
Sorry,
B-dubs the other night.
did you?
Yep.
How, is it? Did you get curbside tequila and?
oh yeah, we can get liquor delivered now too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Just had some wings and some fries.
So how's this lockdown supposed to work? Can I still go to the liquor store tomorrow since there's essential stuff?
Yeah.
Because it says like
You can still, you can still, they are trying to cut down on the people being where they shouldn't be in crowds.
pretty much just like go to the store and go home. That's what they want you
Yeah.
to do. Pretty much go to the store.
You're
go
not
home,
going
that's
to,
it.
they've
Well, that's
said,
what I do anyway.
I know, but
Come on.
yeah,
you don't even go to the store, Rob.
not even-
Well,
That's
some
not
of them
even
you
you.
have to go, but
We drive by. I've been staying with my parents the last couple of weeks. I stayed here because I'm on vacation. I thought we were on lockdown, and they have cable and more food here. So like, all right, we want to stay here. And then I went home Monday, and when I went home Monday, my roommate's family has the virus. So I got home, got my house, and then started about to unpack. She goes, "Hey, it's letting you know, like both my brother and my sisters have it. Like have what? Because they have the coronavirus." I was like, have you seen them recently? He goes, yeah, they actually. Okay, so they don't live in the state, by the way, Dad.
Oh,
But
okay.
they came by the state. They came by. And she saw them when they came by. She said, yeah, I recently saw them. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to leave again then. So
Yeah,
I
and
left.
see, and this is this is the phone call I get from Caleb after that happens. Well, I guess I'm gonna be staying at y'all's house. Didn't even ask.
What else do you want me to do?
You got to change the locks.
Rob's got an extra room. You could have went over and stayed at Rob's.
about that.
I was just like, well, I wasn't sure if I had to tell my boss yet, but he apparently said unless she comes up positive, that's when I should go tell her. And that, last time I've been texting with her, she's still so far so good, but
Yeah, but no, so that's been. He was on vacation last week, and actually got a call that you weren't going to be
I
working.
got called Friday, so they were shutting down. And I got a call Monday saying they're changing our routes. They did. All my routes are just gas stations and Walmarts, and like I said, no one's going to gas stations. Like I got Walmart in Norman by Rob's place. They had a lady going 5 times a day to get Coke Icy. She hasn't been there since the outbreak started. So
5 times a day?
yeah, 5 times a day get big old Coke Icy. She goes there
Good
and
Lord.
get big Coke Icy. She's been like 5 times a day, and they said since the virus started, she's not been in there once. So and
She's having withdrawals.
Yeah.
She might be dead, actually.
Yeah, she might already have it and gone. Right,
Apparently,
Caleb?
everywhere I go, I talk because I'm trying to get a reading on what we're doing. Everywhere I go, everyone's like, yeah, no one's going out. No, and if they are going out, the last thing they want to do is get icy. So I mean, it's just like it's like the least of your worries right now. Icy is like an extra like nice little thing to have. It's like the last thing you worry about.
So, folks, support Caleb. Go to your local store and buy ices.
Well, like, you gotta make sure you buy ICs. That's 2 E's, not ICY from 7-Eleven's. Big difference. Different company. So go to Walmart and go to Walmart gas fuel stations to get them. That's the only ones around here.
Yeah. So, support Caleb. Help him out. Rob, we are going to talk a little bit of sports here, but we're, here in a bit. Sooner sports, as always, with Rob. Do we want to start off with... Let's hold off on the Tiger King.
Okay.
Any good shows that you've watched? Have you caught the
I watched Frozen 2.
Have you caught the last Saul? Better Call Saul.
Yep, got it.
What an ending that was.
Well, they're breaking up.
You think
Are
so?
they?
I may be in love with Kim.
They're breaking up or they're getting married.
They're getting married.
Spoiler.
Well, we kind of know from Breaking Bad
How do
that
you know?
they're not married.
How do you know?
You don't know that.
Well, that's true.
We don't know anything about Saul from Breaking Bad.
Yeah. See, and
I
that's what,
thought his name was Saul Goodman the whole time.
well, maybe what we ought to do is go and watch some of the last episodes
Breaking Bad?
of Breaking Bad and see if he's got a ring on.
See if
his
he's wearing
finger.
a ring, right?
Yeah.
You
See.
can also take it off too because he's like, I don't know. It's like
Well, I
Saul's-
liked it because Mike. It's shown how he got pulled in.
Yeah.
And now
we
he
should
is
also
all
say-
in.
Probably said spoiler alert to people too. So probably should have said
Yeah,
that.
spoiler alert. But hey,
It's too late now.
hey, no, everybody's been on lockdown, Caleb. Everybody's
Everyone's-
watched
Everybody's
it.
watched it, right?
I know a lot of people who are trying to get caught up on Saul because the first season's kind of boring because
Yeah.
it's like real slow. So and now if you watch it, it's kind of like Breaking Bad. Get past the first season, and show picks up a lot. And this season is just amazing. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Such a good season. So
I think if you're a real Breaking Bad fan,
Well,
that you're on
yeah.
on board.
Yeah,
I was on board the whole time. I'm just saying, but there's other people I know who just took them a long time to get into it.
Yeah, I liked when
Now it's the perfect time for them to get into it.
when he was trying to leave the hospital out in the desert, and the doc pulled up in the golf court, and he goes, "How do I get out of here?" He's like, "Well, you walk 5 miles down this road, turn right, and it's another 7 miles, and you'll get to such a. You'll get to the gate. They won't. They'll have guns, but they'll let you through, and then you go another 2 miles east, and you can call and take it back. But by then you'll be dead." So
Listen, he looks 100.
yeah,
I'm telling you. He looks like he's aging by the second on there.
He's on like 65. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
He's not crazy old. He's like super old.
Wow. I really thought he was older than that.
yeah.
So did I. Then I looked at his age. I was like, oh, he's not as old as I thought he was.
So, anything else that you've watched other than Frozen 2?
Hunters.
Hunters, I don't know
Hunters,
what that
that's
is.
pretty
That's the
good.
one with the one with the Al Pacino on the Amazon.
Oh, yeah. We can't share what Rob was saying, or I guess we could.
No, it's
Rob
better-
doesn't
better
under-
not to say,
Rob
but-
doesn't understand what they're talking about most
Which
of
I
the
mean-
time.
Well, yeah, I'm not. It's not a racial. That's not race. It's not a.
religion.
The Jewish culture is just odd to me.
Yeah.
I mean, to me,
Yeah.
it's obviously not
Just like
to
I'm
them.
sure they think the Catholic culture is all to them too. It's just not the religion. It's not the
Right.
way they grew up with. So,
So, what is a Manoshevitz?
I don't know.
none of us here are Jewish, so we don't none of us know that.
Yeah.
That's right. And
Yeah.
so, while I'm watching that, I'm like, what is that?
I'm sure sooner or Lisa will let us know what a Manischewitz is.
Is she
I don't
Jewish?
know, but I mean, anytime we make a mistake, you know
Oh.
who the first one who, oh my God, it was this guys. Y'all need a girl on your podcast.
All right, Sooner Lisa.
So
What
fill
is
us in.
man-
What
Mano
you got a voice
Shevitz.
for?
Mano Shevitz.
Also, what is a schlemiel and a boobala?
Yeah, I know. I remember from what was it called? Hold on, Penny Marshall was in it. Laverne and Shirley, Schlemiel, Schlemazel.
Yeah, but what is?
I don't
still
know.
Don't even know. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, Schlemiel and Schlemazel. That's a good show. Did you get
Yeah.
Did you get all the way through it?
Which one?
Hunters.
Oh no, I got like
Yeah,
2 or 3 more.
yeah, it gets pretty intense. Doesn't it? Caleb?
That's what my
I
son
haven't
keeps
seen
telling me.
Hunters yet, so.
You haven't seen it all?
Mm-mm.
Well, last night I started to watch The Tiger King again, but I decided not to. I started and I thought, oh, wait, maybe catch it on the weekend. But I did come across.
Wait,
it.
so have you seen it or no?
Yes, I've seen all of it.
Oh,
I was
okay.
fixing to watch the whole thing again
Oh, again?
just to see if I missed some.
Oh my God! What is wrong with you? Why are you the way you are?
I don't know. But I'm sitting there, I'm flipping through the Netflix. Okay. Come across a movie called The Bad Batch. Have you seen it?
Negative.
Caleb hasn't
No.
seen it. But, here's who's in it Jason Momoa,
Aquaman.
Keanu Reeves, John Wick, and Jim Carrey. And it's like a apocalyptic, road warrior type deal. It's kind of what it says.
Road Warrior.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm like, hey, I'll turn it on. Turn it on. Chick gets tossed out. You have to see it, but within 5 minutes, the main character, this female, is getting her right arm cut off and right leg cut off below the knee, and they're barbecuing it.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the movie.
All right.
Basically,
Well then.
it's kind of like a road. It's kind of like an apocalyptic type movie, but they're in like a prison and they're thrown out, and they're called. They get tattoos, and they're called bad batches. They're a bad batch. They can't live in society, so they throw them out in the wilderness.
Uh-huh.
And Momoa is in a group of cannibals, and then there's another group, and Keanu Reeves plays like a Jim Jones character, and
Drink this Kool-Aid, Jim Jones.
yeah, that Jim Jones.
Okay.
He's got a harem, and all of them are pregnant.
Well, what's the use if you? I mean,
least
that's
he's
what they're there
usable.
for, right?
And Jim Carrey doesn't say a word in it, but he's in about a quarter of it, a little more, and he's like a bum out in the desert with a cart, and he sees everything, and people come to him for information, but he doesn't talk. He
Okay.
writes it down or he points, and
Odd.
so it's worth watching. It's called The Bad Batch. So, okay, we're going to get into the.
Ask me about what I've watched.
Oh, sorry, Caleb. What have you watched?
Well, we both watched Richard Jewell last week. That was really good.
Yeah, Richard Jewell. Have you seen that? If you want to get pissed off at the FBI
And media.
and the media,
Wait, is that the dude to hit Nancy Kerrigan in the leg?
Well, the guy he plays, the guy that plays Richard Jewell is that guy.
played the same guy, but
Yeah.
Oh,
no, Richard Jewell was the guy that was
Stopped the bombing, pretty
the
much.
security guard at the Atlanta bombing that found the bomb, and then they accused him of setting it.
Oh,
They weren't that dude's life. They messed him up.
Yeah.
Bad.
That was bad. They just went with the hunch, and then they just like no evidence really at all. They knew pretty much. They knew that he couldn't really done it, but they still went with it. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah. Started going to his friends and saying that we think you're an accomplice, and that you guys were lovers, and and what was funny, I'm not giving anything away. The first press conference he does, he goes, first thing he says, first off, I'm not gay.
I can't say that he is a help.
listen, I feel like that's vital information that you need to get out there.
Yeah, especially when it's out that you had an accomplice and you were lovers. He wanted to make sure everybody knew he
Well,
wasn't.
so
gay.
he didn't help us at all either because he kept thinking he's a cop, and so every time like the cops come to like try to get him arrested, he's like
He's trying to be helpful.
he's trying to help him, and he's like, oh, here's this stuff right
Here's
here.
it. Dude had like 700 guns too. That didn't help him, and he didn't tell
It
didn't tell his attorney. His attorney walked in and was like, "Good God!"
Oh boy.
He is suspicious. I mean, the reason why he was a suspect. But it's when you like read it out, he didn't do it. But it's a good movie. Also, what I watch Onward. We're into that. That was good. I like that movie. It's a new Pixar movie that you can rent early. I'm supposed to watch The Invisible Man soon. wants
You're
to
watching
watch
that with a chick, right?
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched it yet. And then, 1917 came out Tuesday. I've been wanting to watch that too.
And you did watch Midway. Midway's a great movie.
Midway's pretty
I
good.
haven't seen that one yet.
I
I
wouldn't say
wanna
it's
look
great,
at
but
that.
it's good.
All I'm telling you, man, I mean, we're talking about being a dive bomber in World War II was absolutely insane.
I didn't realize I like history is my favorite. My favorite time is Vietnam, but I didn't realize we're that outnumbered by
Yeah,
them in the
but I
Navy,
mean,
like, Air
you know,
Force and
you think
Navy.
of dive bombers, you know, you've seen the movies. No, I mean, these guys get up over the target. They got one bomb. All right, they point their plane straight down, and there's flak and bullets flying, and they're just screaming towards it. And right before they get there, they drop that bomb and pull up. I'm like, you're out of your damn mind.
Those guys were the bravest men on the planet. I'm not even kidding you.
But that's a good one. Any other ones we can recommend? I want to see 41.
41.
No, or what was it?
1917. I've been wanting to see that for a
1917,
long time. Everyone I heard
Seen
it's
it
like the best.
twice.
Heard it's amazing. So I mean, I've been wanting to watch
I'd
it.
be interested to see what. Have you seen it, Terry?
No, I haven't seen it.
I'd be interested to hear what you guys, because I'm telling you, my son was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a great movie," and I was just like, "It's okay."
I mean, everyone else I heard says like it's like one of the best movies I've ever seen. So I mean, it's one cut. It's like it's shot like Birdman. It's kind of like it seems like it's one cut the whole time. So that's probably it's also a thing you either love that or you hate it. So that's another thing too. So
Yep.
I mean,
One cut. It doesn't cut away from the main character.
yep. So I mean, but I'm really interested to see that. And then I mean, like I said, Ozarks comes out Friday. So that's
Yeah, new
something
season
I'm
of Ozark,
pumped for.
which I'll probably watch all day Saturday. Be done.
Is the whole season coming out, or
Yeah,
is it just
yeah.
one?
It's Netflix. Yeah. So
See,
all
I mean,
comes out.
what do you think? Do you like that Netflix drops whole seasons? Or would you rather them like drop it one at a time, and then like at the end of the season you could watch it?
No,
Are there-
I can tell you.
I'd rather do it like half and half. I think half and half would be better, but because I watch all of it when it comes out. Then the only problem if we watch it all it comes out, it all goes like through one ear about the other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to remember everything that happens. It
Do
happens
you?
all so
Which do you
fast.
prefer, Rob?
I'm a binge watcher.
You're a binge watcher.
I drop them all at the same time.
Yeah, just sit there and and please, Netflix should turn off the feature.
Like, you still
Are you
watching?
still watching this?
Shut-
Yes.
I'm 6 deep. Why are you asking me now? Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, I like the binge stuff too. It's just like that's my problem with binging though. You kind of forget stuff just because you're so focused in on all of it. But,
But on binging, Rob has had a problem binge watching The Tiger King.
he doesn't like the Tiger
Oh
King.
gosh.
You do not like The Tiger King, Rob.
After the second episode, I was like, I'm not watching this anymore.
It's the
Why?
best. It's amazing.
It just gets funner.
I need to watch Pharmacist. I heard that's really good too. The Pharmacist. That's another recommendation.
Okay, so you're in. Was it the second one or the third one?
Third
where-
one's where the lady they do the lady's backstory.
Yeah, you got to do because they go through the whole murder stuff. You got to,
Oh boy.
So
that whole second episode, I'm just uncomfortable. I mean, why does the guy got to be doing the interview with no shirt on? Why is that a thing?
I don't know. I thought it was funny. I every time I see someone on that show, that makes me laugh. I've been listening to like a lot of
And
podcasts.
then you see the chick with the
one arm?
the one arm.
That's a guy apparently.
That's not a guy.
No, it's not a guy.
There's
Everyone
no
says a
way
guy.
that's a guy.
Oh, well, we may be wrong. I got it pulled up here. Kelsey Safari.
That's a chick,
Despite
right?
having her arm, so
I was really, I don't know. Maybe transition.
But-
guy.
okay. I'm not giving anything away. I'm not giving. You don't really care if you know beforehand, do
No.
you? Okay. The best part, in my opinion, okay, is she loses her arm. She gets mauled by a tiger. Okay.
Oh, you mean after she lost the arm?
No, she.
Oh.
That's how she lost her
What's
arm.
Right. She put her hand through the fence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
She lost her arm. The best part of the whole thing is when they're showing that Joe Exotic goes in his office and
Just hold on
comes
a second.
out with an EMT jacket on.
Look, that dude is prepared.
Like wearing the EMT jacket was going to matter. But she only missed 5 days of work.
Because she went to bat because they're getting
She's tough.
they're getting tear apart in the media. She's I don't want that narrative out there, so she came back.
Yeah. I mean, they told her she was going to have to go through years of physical therapy. She said, just cut it off.
So I seen that part.
Yeah.
And that was the
But
first
let's
episode.
back up just a little bit. Let's see. Stick my hand through the fence or don't. I'm thinking you might want to don't
Don't.
on that.
I got a guy that works with me. He works for Slush Puppy. They used to deliver there, and he said he told me some stories about the people who work there. So I mean, he told me when that happened. He was there when that happened, and he was like, he's not surprised because apparently she did that like every day.
Yeah.
Mess with them, mess with the tigers.
Well, she's not doing it with that arm anymore.
See, and this is the thing. I agree with what the one guy said on the very beginning. You know, big cat people are insane. I didn't know about the murdering, backstabbing, all this stuff. Here's the insane people in this world: big cat people, monkey, chimpanzee, gorilla people,
And bears.
bear people, and snakes.
Our tow truck people are pretty insane too.
Okay, if you own a 12-inch boa constrictor and a fish tank in your house, I will not come in your house.
If you own anything that can kill you as a pet, you're crazy.
Yeah, and I thought snake people were nuts, and I'll be honest with you. You've seen Joe Exotic on the news and stuff. You're like, yeah, that guy's nuts, but I didn't know how nuts. And his whole staff. Here's the crazy thing: they were all. I mean, every tiger guy or tiger woman is a cult leader.
So yeah, that was the whole other
They
thing that I haven't even said.
Yeah, they compared. They go into that. Okay.
The guy that's in, I don't know where he's at, the one that has like 8 wives or whatever.
Yeah, the one in Florida that everybody
Weird,
that
dude.
everybody that, the one that rides in on the
You even see that
Elephant?
episode?
Elephant, yeah.
Elephant, yeah.
yeah, they
He's,
have one of his workers, a previous worker.
Yeah, chick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
$100 a week.
and
So what?
Doctor
Yeah, never worked over 100 hours.
Dr. Bhagavan Doc Antle, dude with the ponytail, rides in on. I mean, all those chicks basically work for $100 a week, and you reach a certain level, you have to sleep with him.
Man, he's got it worked out, don't he? Hold up.
And they're okay with that.
Well, he kind of brainwashes them. To be
Yeah,
okay
but I
with
mean,
it.
again,
my
but I mean,
gosh.
it's not. I mean,
You know, change
Joe,
their names, because all that stuff.
Joe Exotic, and you say what you. I mean, his cult was. I don't want to say dirtbags, but it was guys that got out of prison that couldn't go get it. He gave them jobs,
Right.
Okay, he gave them a place to stay, but I mean, they're all loyal to him. I mean,
Well, you treat somebody right, they will
yeah,
be.
the guy with the fake legs.
Yeah.
Okay, why he lost he had like surgery or injured him, and he walked so much at the park that they said they got to cut your legs off. But he goes, and he goes, but I got these cool artificial legs. But and then crazy chick, Carol, isn't that her name?
Yeah.
Carol Baskin, is that it?
The one that has the refuge or whatever.
Yeah, she's the biggest cult leader of them all. People pay her to
I
come there
know.
and work.
She's a millionaire based on. He's like, she's got 12 tigers. What's up? I got 280 tigers. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, she's a millionaire because she killed her husband.
Yeah, killed her husband, collected, waited 5 years.
To the date. And
to the
changed
date
will,
to-
changed the
to-
will to make sure she got everything.
Yeah.
One thing though, I think Joe Exotic wears more eyeliner than that chick did.
I don't think Joe Exotic wears eyeliner. I think it's tattooed on.
That's probably
Really?
Yeah, because if you see him in the jail,
true.
he still has the eyeliner.
Wow.
So he went, because you can have that stuff done.
I
Okay.
think the scariest character, I think the chick, and then that the guy with the chicks, whatever, the
Doc.
Doc. That guy's smart. That's why he's scary. All the other guys are idiots. The Doc actually is smart because every time they try to ask him something, like every time he's on camera, he always like, should I be right here? Should I be right here? Make it look cooler like this way. And then they ask him like he brought up the Hitman thing. He goes like, who buys the Hitman for $3,000? Like I would say Hitman costs like around $10,000, $15,000. That's just my guess. I don't know it. But every time he says something, it's all calculated. Everything he says, and I'm like his is probably the worst. Like if you like looking at his situation, it's probably the worst in all of them. But he knows how to hide it well. They also had a guy like Scarface. That guy they
Yeah.
legit called the real life Scarface. He got caught for smuggling drugs, and he got hit. He was there when a guy cut off a guy's head with the buzzsaw. He got charged with I guess some type of murder, but he wasn't that. He didn't charge for murder because he didn't do the murder. But he was there when it happened.
Yeah. And they said,
He's like the most like
and they said,
normal guy out of all of them.
he'll never talk to you. And lo and behold, they're out there. He ends up going in there and talking to them.
He's seen the most normal of all of them too.
Yeah. But when it gets to Jeff Lowe coming on,
Jeff Lowe's a
that dude,
scumbag.
he
I don't
is.
know who that
Con,
is.
he's a con artist.
Yeah.
Here's my worry.
He's the reason why I pretty much that Joe Exotic is in jail. Really.
My worry is that people outside of this state are going to watch that and go, "That's how all Oklahomans
Yeah.
are."
Well, I mean, people have already said, now when somebody finds out they're from Oklahoma, the first question you're going to get asked is, "Oh, have you ever met Joe Exotic?" No,
As it turns out, I have.
I know you had. It wasn't at a bar, was it?
No, it was not.
No. Where did you meet?
It was at a truck dealership because my good friend, the one that I grew up with, John, worked. He owns the dealership, and I was in there one day because I used to ride my Harley down to Falls Creek, and I would stop in there and pay a visit to John and Nikki, and he was in there one day. So.
Shake his hand, high five,
No,
chest bump.
I sat in Nikki's office while he was in John's office,
Yeah.
but they're connected, so it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, I've already listened. Like, everyone, there's no sports going on. I listen to all podcasts on the road, and pretty much everyone's talking about this. And like, I listened to who was his name, Howie Long's son, Chris Long, whatever.
Yeah.
He pretty much says like, it's like what takes wrong with Oklahoma. And he had Lane Johnson on. Lane Johnson's like, yeah, we're all like that out here. It's like, God dang it, Lane! Like, why are you doing that, Lane? Yeah, Lane's like, well, all I got to do out here is shoot guns and watch Super football. So we're all kind of crazy.
well, I did ask, the Forest Witch, why she was like that today, because apparently there's a hot dog wiener stress ball that you can get, and she posted, I need to get me one of these.
There's a boob stress ball I used to have. I lost it.
And I went, why are you like this, is what people always ask her.
Right.
And she goes, well, it first started off in a trailer in South Oklahoma, because she's
Oklahoma.
like in southeastern Oklahoma, because she's from Poto.
Ah,
Yeah, I was like, you mean southeastern Oklahoma? And
Yeah,
she goes,
that's
all the
extreme.
better. Yeah. So, anything else you want to touch on, guys, on the Joe Exotic?
I feel like we covered it.
Well, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I gotta say, probably Meth's the most craziest drug out there because he made two straight guys marry him. Both the guys he was married to were both straight, because one of them left him for the receptionist and got her pregnant,
Yeah.
and then the other one killed himself, which that was crazy.
Yeah, they
But
have
you
that
saw
on
it coming.
camera.
Yeah, kind of. You can see the gun
Which
go
one
off.
did?
The younger one killed himself.
Maldonado.
Really?
Yeah, he. You don't see him kill himself, but you see the gun go off. You see that flash, and you see that guy. Like,
My
react.
understanding, they have it from the other angle
But
too, but they only
obviously can't
show.
show that. But yeah.
But the guy sits there with his hands on
Yeah.
his.
Yeah, that was crazy. But I mean, pretty much. But I mean, for Joe to get two straight guys to marry him was pretty crazy.
Alrighty.
All right, moving on. Okay, when we're done with the names, we're going to kind of run through these names.
We're not talking about anything about OU football at all.
Yeah, we're doing Oklahoma football, and then we're going to talk about whether or not we're going to have a football season next year. Okay.
That's me.
So Oklahoma football, we're carrying on our greatest names. We're trying to narrow it down so we can do like a poll. And so we're going to go through some of the, because we have some great names still on here. But we ended up with CD Lamb last week, moving on into our poll so we can start working on that. And we're going to, next up is Devontae Lampkin. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Caleb?
Yeah, sure.
I want to say nay, so it's a nay.
How many names we're gonna do today?
Jerome Ledbetter, running back, 1980-84.
Oh, I say nay. Sounds like a bedwetter.
Okay, we'll go with no with Ledbetter. Granville Liggins,
Definitely.
guard, 1965.
He has his own section in the stadium.
Yeah. Phil Holt, offensive lineman, 2007-2008.
Great player, but nah.
Nope, no on the name, Rob.
I would go, yeah.
Joe Don Looney, halfback, 1962 and 63.
Sure.
Yes.
Yep.
Joe. Anybody named Joe Don is going on in our list.
Also, speaking of that, people were wondering, do you think Joe Dirt, guys, David Smith got inspiration from what's his name? Joe?
Probably. Moses Madu,
Yeah, I like Moses Madu.
running back.
Norman's own.
Norman's
Madu.
own, Moses Madu.
He had a little brother named Chica.
Yeah, Chico. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Chickamandoo. Laddie McDade. Played the Sooners in 1949.
Laddie.
Laddie McDade. Caleb?
That's a nay.
Nate. Tommy McDonald. Oh, gosh. Guys, get off your phones. Pay attention to what we're doing.
Well, I want to say, yeah, just based on his time in McDonald, but come on, his name's not in.
Okay. Name's not in. Okay. That's why I left him in here. Stalker McDougal, 1988 and 89.
Nah.
I like Stalker.
Stalker's in. Newt Medlock, 1895.
Newt?
Newt Medlock.
Wow.
Caleb?
Sure.
Paul Miliazzo, who has been on the podcast, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
John Miskovsky, 1933 to 35.
Wow.
Miskovsky. I can't say his name, so no. I can't say this one. What is it? Indoma Ogar.
He's like a guard now, right?
Yeah. No, I can't say it, so. Trevor Nutt.
Sure.
Rob?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, this may. Steve O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy.
Are you sure? Can you
O'Shaughnessy.
say it? If you can't say it.
O
don't answer.
apostrophe SHAUGHNESSY.
I
O'Shaughnessy.
say no because you can't say it.
I'm saying anybody with O'Shaughnessy in it is
Yeah,
coming.
he's in.
Oboe.
Rockville? It's just like you just keep rolling your.
Yeah. Okay. Chichokia and you get you.
Yeah, I kind of get you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish we got that receiver that came in that with LSU this year. The too cold kid, whatever.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
David Overstreet,
Yeah.
halfback. May he rest in peace. Played for the Miami Dolphins. Died in a car wreck. Tinker Owens.
Didn't we go over him last time?
No, there was another Tinker.
Ah.
So, okay, that's a no. Elvis Peacock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Elvis is in.
For sure.
Samaje P. Ryan.
No.
No. Rob.
Let's see. What record does he hold at OU? Or NCAA record, that is?
He's
It's
got
Kansas.
two yeses.
Does it count?
Jerry Pettibone from 1960 to 61.
You know, he sits at the same table we do during the coaches show.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So he gets in just because of that.
For sure.
Brodney Poole.
No.
Nope. Rob.
No.
Spencer Rattler.
Yeah. Just for the wrestling
Yeah,
rattler.
you have. Daryl Ray. Just sounds like a football name, and plus he was a great free safety.
Yeah, he was.
Player doesn't matter.
So you're saying no, Caleb?
I don't care. That one's like a
Caesar Rente. Offensive tackle, 1983 to 87. Where was he from?
I have no idea.
Neither one of y'all know.
Rome?
Hartsarn, Oklahoma.
Come on, that was a good one, Caleb.
Yeah, I need a
No.
Caleb's no. Rob?
No.
Nope. Man, I thought Caesar would make it. Sorry, Caesar. Aaron Ripkowski.
Yeah.
Rip Kowski.
Daryl Royal.
Yeah.
No.
That sounds off the,
Yeah, we need to leave him in there.
that sounds like off the tongue.
J.D. Runnels.
Yes.
No.
No, I'm going to go with yes. So, Drew Samia.
Yes.
Rob?
No.
No. Yeah, I'll go with no. Antoine Savage.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, make sure this is an even amount too, unless we get someone a buy or something.
Okay.
When it's all said and done.
So, I'm just going to read these next three. Dewey, Leroy, and Lucius. The Selman brothers. Do they get in?
Let's make them all. Let's make them all one.
Yeah, we'll make the. That's a good idea.
We'll all
We'll
one Selman
yeah,
brothers.
yeah. We'll just the
'Cause
Selman
that's
brothers.
how you have to bring them up. You don't bring them up by these
Yeah.
the Selman brothers.
Did you see Tattoo Baker's tweet?
Which one? Yeah, the OSU.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Jackie Ship.
No.
Nope. I'm
People
with
seem
you.
like you're Tiger Woods, Joe Exotica tweet dad.
Yeah,
Did you make that?
I didn't make it. No, I found it somewhere. Rod Schote.
No.
What a great linebacker there.
Yeah.
God, he was good.
Roy Smoot from 1918 to 1921.
I like smooth. No.
Rob.
I don't care either way.
Ed Spotswood.
Sure, that one's funny.
Okay. Yeah, he's got an outside shot. I think.
Yeah. Derek Strait.
No.
No, not a good enough name. Eric Stryker.
Definitely.
You know, he just sacked old boy again. You knew that, didn't you?
Chrissy
Jim
Sims? No. Who was it?
Who?
Jim McCarron.
AJ McCarron. He just did again today. Nathan Stufflebean,
Yeah.
1938 to 38. Caleb Stufflebean.
Yeah.
Okay, how about his brother Ralph
There's only
Stufflebean?
one, unless you're selling brothers.
Ralph or Nathan?
Ralph is better.
Ralph Stufflebean is in. Sorry, Nathan.
Unless you're selling brothers, there's only one. Only one.
Charles Tapper.
Yeah.
Why are you grinning like that, Rob?
He's in.
Jackson with an X, Yules.
I went to high school with him, so I'm gonna say yes.
And his dad played at OU. So, definitely.
Forrest Valora.
What?
Forrest Valora. It's a tight end, 1977 to 80. Great tight end, too, by the way. Yes, no.
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 Uwe von Schaman.
Yes.
Without question.
Rudolph von Tunglen.
No.
Theo Weiss.
Yes. I think it sounds cool.
Sure, Rob.
Sure.
Jim Weatherall.
Nah.
No.
Didn't he play for your Dallas Cowboys too, Rob?
I don't know.
You see the social distancing tweet about the Dallas Cowboys, Rob?
Yeah.
No.
The Super Bowl trophy and Dallas Cowboys symbol is a social distancing.
Stanley Wilson.
No.
No.
No, he's a great running back, though. Andre Woolfolk.
So you're the next three off, so we'll eliminate two.
Ricky Wren. Great nose guard.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Zabel.
Only one of them gets in. Which one you say gets in?
We got to go with Steve Zabel because he does the NFL
NFL films.
films. Did you know that, Caleb?
No.
Okay, so that's all. And next week we'll kind of run through and narrow it down. But I still want to remind everybody of the great nicknames that we've moved on. Okay. Buford Boots Bagby played for the Sooners in 1964 to 66. Manly Poppy Bailey played in 1912. Brian the Boz Bosworth. J. Obie Bristow played in 1920 to 24. Bubba Burcham in the 97 to 2000. The great Jimbo Elrod. Leon Mule Train Heath, fullback from 1948 to 50.
I think your Final Four is right in there. In the,
Frank Pop Ivy. Dewey Snorter Luster, 1917 to 1920. Wahoo McDaniel. Paul Booger Parker. George Buster Rhymes. Ronnie Warhorse Stacy. Billy Curly Vessels. And Steve
Dr. Death.
Williams. So there are your nicknames that'll be moving on for sure. But and like I said, we're going to put this out to a poll when we get it narrowed down just a little bit more. I'll go through all that. But did you hear the interview today with Lincoln?
I heard about
A little bit of
maybe 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, I actually brought it up on social media today. Because I read an article, I saw it on Twitter. Read an article, and I hate that it made sense. But the article was on NCAA football, CBS Sports NCAA football page. Will the 2020 college football season be canceled? Coaches weigh in on the possibility and the impact. Okay, first off, the impact will be, financial. That's it. And plus, all of Americans will probably lose their damn minds. Mm-hmm. But what do you think, Rob? What do you think the chances of it getting canceled?
Right now, I'd say they're at least 50-50. I don't want it to be that high, but
Yeah.
I think it's 50-50. But, if something happens and this virus kind of starts tailing off, then I think those chances go up because nobody wants to miss football.
Yeah.
No one wants to miss any sports. Everything's getting like the NBA still wants to play. NBA's trying to come back in May, and it's with no fans, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's still too early. It's still going on everywhere. So
What are your thoughts on the? You just think it's too early?
It's too early to tell.
Yeah.
We're just getting started here, and we'll see what other countries.
And we've already surpassed China.
Yeah, we already passed. Yeah, we're already number one in the world with
Hey,
everything.
but that's what we do in America. We're the best at everything, including
Being
coronavirus.
Yeah, coronavirus.
Right,
Which I
Rob?
think, what do you think? What like
We are.
like what almost like all those cases are in New York City, but still, well, New York City is disgusting, so that's not really surprising. But I mean,
I'll be honest with you. I thought it was nil until I read this article. And the one thing that stuck out to me is Summer Olympics. Summer Olympics are in the summer. I didn't think much about them postponing the Olympics until I realized, when the Olympics were supposed to be?
it's like August.
Where or
When?
It's like August, July, August, right?
The end of July, the beginning of August for 2 weeks.
That's when school goes back in.
Yeah. And they decided it wasn't the smartest thing to do this close to, even if it is gone, have 11,000 athletes from all over the world and
Well, I think that's,
4 times that many people from all over the world in a confined area.
Well, I think that's the key things over the world. Like this is kind of different with the country by then, and like I said, we won't have a vaccine probably next year probably.
Yeah, we won't have a vaccine.
So, like, we won't have a vaccine probably till like at least next year or something like that. I mean, so I don't know. It's just I think it's way too early. Like right now, no one knows what's going to happen. Like everything's projecting. You have some doctors saying it could go off like in the summer. You have some people saying this can go all till the end of the year.
Right, but
So
the problem
everyone's just guessing right now.
the problem is that it's there though. Okay. And
I think worst
just
case
like the flu, it's going to come back if we don't have a vaccine.
Yeah.
It's here and it's going to come back.
Yeah.
So are we going to do this again? I mean, I think it's a very real possibility that we need to start looking at going, we may not have football next year.
We may not.
I
I mean,
think-
isn't that kind of what's happening in China? Aren't they kind of having a relapse of it? Or
Yeah,
something?
they've had their cases are still down, but hey, in another month, if China starts going back up, we got problems.
Well, that's that's the first key thing when you see if they go back up because they're testing it again. They're trying to relaunch the country again because it's gone down every day. So they gotta go back to work. Cause
Yeah, you got
they
to.
do.
You have
And they
to do
test
what.
it. So I mean, but if they go back up and go back down again, that's when you gotta like, okay, they will. If they've gone down again, it's just
The good thing is though about if they find a vaccine for it, it's not. They believe they will be able, like the polio vaccine and stuff like that, because this thing has only mutated 3 times. Okay, this particular strand, so it doesn't change very often. So, and it hasn't changed, and they don't expect it to. So they're hoping that they can get your COVID-19 shot, and then we won't have to worry about
it'd be like the flu
an
again, pretty
outbreak
much.
again.
It'd be like the flu.
No, you only have to get it once.
Get once
The
and
flu
every-
you have to get every year because
Yeah.
the flu constantly changes.
Okay, I mean that's so. I mean that's what's so weird about this one though, because like the other thing with this thing is like it affects different people differently. Like there's be someone who's totally fine with it, and there'd be other people who they have to go to the hospital and almost die from it. And everyone's different with it. That's
But-
what all the thing that's so crazy about it.
But see, right now the university is on distance learning, so is
Yep.
every school. But
Except for Liberty.
Liberty,
Liberty went back to the
Liberty.
campus.
but the thing is, though, okay, well, let's say the universities decide we're not going to bring all these kids in from all over the country and around the world if it's still out there, no vaccine and everything else, and we're still not in the roaring pandemic, but there's still plenty of cases showing up. What are the universities? Are they going to go? If the universities go, we can't bring these kids from all over the country and world into Norman, Oklahoma, because we got them from all over the world, just like every college does. If they don't reopen campuses, there's not a snowball's chance in hell that they have football.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they even talked about having it without a crowd.
I mean, I think what could happen. I think honestly, worst case scenario, they'll postpone the season until like November.
But that's when flu season kicks in.
I think that's what they'll do. They'll postpone it until like November, and then we'll have football until like everything's gonna push back. Like the NBA comes back, will be like the NBA playoffs will be the playoffs will start again in July, and then like we'll have basketball playoffs till October pretty much. They won't start the NBA season again until like January.
Yeah.
So I mean everything's getting pushed back. That's one thing you can do because there's too much money involved. And like my question is, if they cancel the season, like, what happens to other people? Did they just not get challenged a year? Like all the seniors got like, does Kelly come back? Caleb Kelly, can you come back the year after next? Like, has it changed recruiting?
Yeah,
Has it
this
changed
is different.
scholarships? Like, how does it change all that stuff?
This is different than everything. I mean,
So yeah, they're gonna have to bend a whole lot of rules to
Yeah.
make things work.
This could be the straw breaks to come back to the NCAA with them players getting paid. Like, this could be a thing that breaks. This could be a thing that breaks a lot of things that a lot of people want. This could make baseball season shorter because baseball, when people say it's too many games, it could make the baseball season shorter because it does that. Make the NBA start on Christmas like everyone wants it to do because of this. Like everything, and maybe make college kids get paid just because that's the only way it makes sense for them to have all these kids on campus.
Yeah.
After this,
Well, I know it's still a long ways away, and let's hope
we're just getting started
and pray that they find they're able to get stuff in testing, and hopefully there's all these things they're talking about the malaria treatment. They think they're testing it to work. We're still, this thing only came up in November.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still young in the figuring this thing out stage.
And we're pretty much like I said, we pretty much watch every country. Like we're about a week behind Italy, pretty much.
Yeah, and Italy is getting their asses kicked.
Yeah, and we're
that simple.
we're like a week behind them. Like with Italy,
have you seen that stuff, Rob, on Italy?
I don't watch TV.
It's pretty much they're pretty much like
the news anyway.
Pretty much with Italy, they're pretty much like they're picking and choosing who lives and who dies because they don't have enough people to work on them.
Yeah,
this one nurse in Italy got the coronavirus. She just killed herself. Because she didn't want to spread to anyone else. Italy's just Italy one to Italy.
You could isolate.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it.
That's what it says. That's the right thing to do.
That's the ultimate.
Italy
isolate.
also is like the oldest country in the world.
Yeah.
It's also a country that everyone lives with each other, so it's easier to spread throughout that country like that. So it's just biggest problem is that we don't have enough ventilators. That's it. We don't. I don't get. I saw.
Hey, they're fixing to have Chevy ventilators pretty soon.
I think Ford is doing it too.
Ford and Chevy ventilators.
I don't get like people are doing like the 3D printers. And I saw someone print out 3D printer ventilator. It works for like $1. That's all it costs to do it. Like I don't get. We just get mass. That's the biggest problem right now is that we don't have enough ventilators for people.
No.
And that's what we're trying to. That's where that slow curve comes from. Is because we can get more out there for when people do get sick.
They're trying to slow the process down, if they can slow it down.
Then we can get caught up with it because we weren't ready for it.
Hopefully we can, but it's seriously though, and football, as much as we love it and as much as football is part of the American way of life, it's unfathomable. You think about 9/11, when we just canceled a couple of baseball games and now we've canceled, basketball and baseball, and now it's a very, and we may not have any season, a year of no sports. Yeah. And guys, it's a possibility. And I get it. And we should be doing our part. Stay inside. Don't be going out. Do your part. But
we're going to be watching that little vacuum going.
Yeah.
With the swipper in front of it. Thing.
Yeah. I saw that. I'm not trying to be a down at, me and Rob talked about it. It is a flu. It's highly contagious.
That's the difference between it, right? It's just more contagious.
They're going to figure it out. This is some of it is the most brilliant generation of all time.
Well, they're the most technologically advanced. I wouldn't call them the most brilliant.
Well,
Tide Pods. That's all I'm going to say. That's it.
No, Tide Pods are I'm talking about the generation that's fixing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Tide Pods and think that the coronavirus came from Corona beer.
That's a lot of old people too. So that's a lot of boomers there too. So
yeah.
Some boomers think it's a hoax still. So
okay, and just so everybody knows, COVID-19 does not stand for Chinese originated viral infectious disease 19. Number 19. Okay, because there's stuff going out there. COVID-19 stands for Corona, VI, virus, D, disease, 2019.
Yeah.
The Chinese, other than it starting over there, ain't got nothing to do
you
with.
See that China passed a law to get rid of all those street stuff. Which is like a $1 billion thing.
Have you seen the videos of where it started? That Wuhan.
It's just a street. It's a street thing. Pretty much, they cut all the food, like everything above it's a lot, like pooping on everything, and that's why all the diseases come from there.
It's nasty, but we were talking about it at work.
Everything there.
Everything. It is an outdoor, but really, it ain't much different. It's a lot nastier, but it's kind of like going to the medieval fair or to the state fair.
But they're killing dogs, cats, bats,
and
rats, everything like that. But China made a law to make it illegal, pretty much, which is huge because it's like that's like the main course of food there because there's so many people.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten, Rob?
I ate balls. Lamb balls. Lamb fries? Never had lamb fries?
I've never had lamb fries, but I had
Rocky Mountain oysters.
yeah. I've had squid.
Don't like squid either.
Don't like squid. I guess that's probably
Right, Caleb?
Balls is mine.
Balls is yours. The fact that you eat raw fish.
I thought you were going to say raw. Never mind. Yeah. That's a whole different discussion. Sorry.
You know, I don't like sushi. Do you like sushi,
I like
Rob?
sushi.
Have we had this conversation?
I'm not going to just go eat a big hunk of raw fish, but if you roll that thing up in some rice and throw some soy sauce on it, I'll eat it.
There is nothing about sushi that sounds appetizing to me.
You can't tell. Unless you're. So when I first got regional director, and I was in, of all places, South Dakota, we had a great big director meeting, and we went to this sushi place, and they spent thousands of dollars. They brought the sushi out on these great big treat things, and I mean thousands. There were the rolls, which is normal, I think, sushi. But they also had these big hunks of like raw salmon and big hunks of tuna, and people were eating that. I don't think I could do the texture on that.
I don't think I could
You
either.
rolled it up and a whole lot of sake.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
What was the Joe Rogan show, Caleb, that used to be on?
Fear Factor.
Fear Factor. Did you ever watch Fear Factor? Did you? The one thing that I almost lost it on was the one where they had to eat a boiled buffalo testicle.
Yeah, that's no. Listen, you can't. I mean, I'm not. Money is not that important.
Okay, now it's one thing to eat boiled eggs because but boiled meat of any kind looks nasty.
Yeah,
And-
especially when you get down into the private region down there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, basically, it was clear you could see. Oh,
Well, I mean, you know why they got canceled again, right?
why?
Because they made him drink like semen,
Oh,
like animal semen, but still.
Yeah, money's not that important to me.
I'm not only am I out, but I'm looking at the dude like, have you lost your mind?
I mean, we watched the Hot Ones show right now. That one's just like that for only how much, $20,000 maybe if they get it all right.
So, but Rob, we were talking about this the other
That's the
night.
stupidest thing in the world. It's like no.
$30 million,
Yeah, $30 million would do that.
2 cups of semen.
No, I'm out. Nope. No, sir. I'll wear some orange, but I'm out on that other deal. Hell no. Nope. I don't even want to talk about that.
As Doc Holliday says, your hypocrisy only goes so far.
My hypocrisy has a limit. It definitely does.
Caleb?
I don't know.
You know-
A lot of money.
Okay, this is bad, but one of my favorite stand-ups from Jamie Foxx. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it clean because we try to stay clean here. So if some of your kids are listening to it, tell them to put their hands over the ears. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Earmuffs.
We're about to enter the PG-13
Yeah,
version of the show.
But Jamie Foxx has a comedy. And it's like all your friends who sit around and say, I wouldn't suck a
All right. Okay.
for $1 million. And he goes, your friends are lying. He goes, it's just that simple. He goes, man, for $1 million, I'd be a sucking mother.
Nope.
Is that going to be check cash?
Uh-uh.
So not for $30 million.
Listen, we need to change the subject.
I would not either. So I'm just clear.
Oh,
Caleb.
okay.
No.
Yeah.
Caleb's like $50, man.
There's another joke that I'll have to tell you off the air.
Okay.
Has to. Ooh, it's bad too.
Does it have to do with bridge building? No? Okay. All right. Just curious.
So,
So what do you think the odds are?
I think it's 50-50 right now, and probably more like 40-50 against. I'm being honest. The more I look at it, because
Well, you said Army already canceled this season already, right?
Huh.
Army came out the statement like on Sunday. They already canceled the football season.
oh, did they?
Yeah.
I haven't heard
So
that.
West Point's already down.
Oh,
out the
boy.
door.
So, New York trips off?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Man.
so You know what? If they cancel football, do you know what we need? We need to get us and Demo and Sam Mays, and we just need to start our own football league.
Man,
Yeah,
I wanted to go out and see Wild Bill and
Well, I guess
Yvette.
Crazy Yvette.
Oh,
now, but now,
I want to. Reason why I want to meet Yvette, hang out with Yvette out there. I want to get her into a fight. I want to watch her
well,
shank
I don't know
somebody.
if that's the best thing.
No,
you
I
could
want to
do.
watch. She will shank you. You know that, don't
Oh, you want her to fight you?
No, I want her to fight somebody. I'm going to make her get into a fight with somebody,
Yeah.
now
Okay.
and then I'm going to start I'm going to start betting that Yvette's going to win.
That's too bad. We're gonna have to get them back down here then.
so, my bet is I bet that they at worst postpone it. I think just because I don't think one, some of these colleges can afford to lose the NCAA football basketball tournament and lose football. I don't think they can afford to do both of those. So I think at worst case scenario they'll postpone it to like maybe winter, make it a winter sport pretty much. Start November, and then do you think the NFL will postpone it all?
I think here's what it hinges on: how fast the United States can flatten the curve. Okay, keep it below our resources, and whether or not other places don't have a second outbreak. If in the next 3 months China has a second outbreak, guess what, folks?
We're getting a second outbreak.
It's everything is off until
Things off,
get
and
it.
everybody's gonna get laid off.
yeah.
I mean,
Not me. I'm essential.
well, so am I.
I'm
But
essential for now. Let's see how long that lasts for.
Well,
it's
you
gonna
can
get
always
tight, though.
you guys can always come to work for me and be a PCA. Go out and
So I want me to go out and deal with like the
Anybody got-
crazy old people who don't want to see us right now.
Anybody got to turn their head and cough?
nope.
Oh,
Not unless you want them to, I guess. No, that was bad. I'm sorry.
wait,
But,
girls don't do that, do they? It's just guys.
I don't know.
Do girls have to turn their head and cough?
I don't know. I've never.
I don't think girls have hernias, do they? I really don't think they do. I think it's right there. It's like where,
Hold on,
No, I think they can have a hernia, but
Teresa?
I don't think they got to turn their head and cough.
Teresa. Do females have hernias? Do females have hernias? So when you get a physical for sports, you got to turn your head and cough.
Nope.
No.
They do not.
I told you. No turn your head and cough. They don't know the
So-
joy of that.
Yeah, they don't know what the joy of that.
Listen, can you put those hands in your pocket for a minute, buddy?
Do you remember the first time you had a physical?
Oh, yeah.
And when they did, you were like, "Excuse me, what? What?
Yeah.
Drop your drawers. Why?"
Way to hold up, dude. Shouldn't there be like a nurse in here or something? Because I don't know.
You know what? It's gonna suck if this goes on for like over a year. Because right now we got TV and stuff to watch. But if this goes on longer, like they already have this stuff made. They're not making anything right now. So if this keeps on going, we won't have anything to watch in a year. It's be all
Well, it'll be like living
back when we all- when we all
150
go-
years ago.
Yeah.
Listen, I live on a golf course.
I'm
Well,
fixing
Fraser
to-
Golf Course is about to be done too.
Well, they're going to close them, but that don't mean I can't still go out and play. So,
I mean,
No,
I
but-
mean, I guess like if it keeps going, it's just crazy. I mean, it's something that people have been predicting it for years. If this happens, like we're not ready for it. Sure enough, it happened, and we're not ready for it. So
well,
there's not a very large percentage of people that are prepared for something like
yeah,
this.
something like this.
how
I
fast
mean,
it is too. That's part of the pandemic, though. It happens
yeah,
fast.
I mean, you think you have enough resources, and the problem is that it's not that we don't have enough resources to take care of our people.
We don't have the right
enough
ones.
resources to take care of something we can't control,
Yeah.
and you can't prepare for that. I mean, you can't.
Well, I have a pistol, so
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can't. Norman's hospital, for instance, is built based on numbers, the population, how many average get sick, how many X, Y, and Z, and they go above that to build a hospital. Okay. On the other end of it is you can't build a hospital in Norman, Oklahoma, 3 times the size of what it already is to be prepared for a pandemic.
right.
You just
Like,
can't do
It's
that.
not good business.
Yeah, I mean, you'll lose money. So, but I think, the government is doing their part. I mean, everybody's going to get a check. Well, not everybody, but I am. Ching.
One check. I mean, what is it? Canada's getting.
Well, but I
month's
mean,
check.
the other thing about it is they extended unemployment and raised the unemployment benefits. If it goes on for another 30 days, there'll be another check.
And then it's just, I mean, if you look at the details of the checks, more still business, like government's getting more money than the people are, but whatever. But I mean,
And that's all to just get the economy going. And I feel, and big shout out to T-Row. I know he probably doesn't listen. I know that
Are you sure?
Chris Plank, well, if you do, T-Row, big shout out. Chris Plank, tell him we're giving him a shout out, because if you listen to T-Row in the morning this week, Rob, he's having a lot of stuff locally, that's going on. He had the guy from the Mont. And I think during this period of time, I don't know exactly, but basically the Mont is losing $200,000 in revenue. That's a
you gotta
local
support
business.
local business.
Yeah.
You gotta
Business,
support
yeah.
local business.
They're going to lose $200,000 of revenue. And
I don't know how a place like that could stay open.
Well,
Most places are. Most
yeah,
of
a
them
lot of them are closing, but the other part is that that's part of the stimulus package. The government is going to help kickstart. They're going to help pay some of the fees of it. But if it goes more than if it goes into May, there's going to be when we do start back up, there's going to be a lot of empty spots in Norman.
Yeah. Well, the people that work for me are sitting at home still.
Yeah, it's just. I won't be surprised if within 2 weeks I'll be same situation.
So-
right? I think today came out. Unemployment was I think 3.1 million.
Yeah.
Files it like that came out today.
So here, our buddy Wallace Marsh, when I put out this deal on the season, he goes, if they cancel college football, does that mean the coaches still get paid?
I mean, the NBA's players aren't getting paid right now. They're getting paid for.
Well, but
next
that's a
years.
really good point, because if there's no college football, there is no revenue to pay that $5 million.
Yeah, and you know what? If you made $5 million last year, you ought to have a little bit of that left over. I'm just saying, you can. The dude that makes 50 G's a year, he's not making it nearly as well as the dude that's making
Yeah.
$5 million. So
Yeah.
you could take a chill pill on your little salary,
Yeah.
and
I know when people
we
like
could
50
spread that
G's,
out
they
over,
can-
50 people.
Yeah, it's just. You're seeing a lot too. Like a lot of people who have X amount of money are donating to people who are hurting too. It's gonna be.
So if you need money, hit up Rob in his DMs.
Yeah, I've just got plenty to spare.
Be throwing pennies, huh?
I'll throw a penny at you.
I don't think they'll get paid though. That's why I think they'll have football season, because a lot of these schools are taking a huge hit for losing March Madness. That pays for some schools. That pays. For
But see, the
Kansas.
other thing, even if they do it without the crowds, okay, that's still a huge revenue cut.
Oh, you better believe it. And honestly, here at the University of Oklahoma, every sport loses money with the exception of football. Football
And-
carries the entire year, and it's only 6 games.
And see, here's the other thing, Caleb, that we got to look at is if they play it without without crowds. Look at the revenue the city is losing.
Yeah, people not going.
Millions of dollars every day in every college town in the country.
Yep.
This has an impact far further than what
It's
we can imagine.
That's what everyone's like saying. So curve, everyone stay home. It's like, well, if you stay home, it's right, but not everyone can stay home, because it's just like,
Yeah, you got to work.
people got to work. If you don't want, if everyone can work from home, then good. Everyone can work from
Yeah.
everyone. It's like that's what always about celebrities. Like you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, guess what? Y'all can do this.
Yeah.
You have enough money to do that.
Guess what? Celebrities, kick some of your money, like Rob said, kick some of your money our way. Don't sit there and go,
You have to do
my
this quick. Don't be stupid. Don't do that. It's like, no,
my
I
deal
have
is
to stay
why
home.
are the talk shows not doing anything? Just do it without a crowd.
yeah.
Do your job, entertainment world. Entertain me.
Some
That's what you get paid for. That's why I spend $18 for a movie ticket
Well, they
now.
aren't doing it. They aren't doing it because of the crew and everything. It's like over 100 people inside there. That's why they aren't doing it. But it's just. If I get annoyed with the same thing that annoyed me with the last election, I don't care if I get politics anywhere. But whenever they tell me to do stuff, whenever their lives are totally different from my life, and they look down on you, like, you should be doing this. You gotta be doing this.
I can't do what you're
I
doing.
can't do what you're doing. If I could do what you're doing, I would. But I can't. I have to work.
Well, and I was watching Joe Rogan, and he had Tom
Segura.
Segura on, and
Yeah.
they were talking about that. It was like, most people in the country can't stay home. I mean, and now they're losing their jobs.
And pay the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now what? I mean, there are more people that probably work in the restaurant business than anyone there, and none of them have jobs right now.
Well, the stat thing was America. Like over 60% of people were living check to check, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
so
My daughter-in-law has 3 or 4 different jobs, but they're all in food business.
yeah.
Sarah.
Your daughter-in-law?
Well, they're
I was like,
they're not
They're not.
married. But
okay.
Pretty
I
much.
was like, okay. I was
I mean,
thinking,
she's a hard-working woman.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got 3 or 4 different jobs, And yeah, like they were all in some kind of a catering or food event, and so now she
and
doesn't
now
have
she's not.
anything.
She's not doing anything.
Right.
And I mean, and the curbside is great, but I mean, all that's doing is helping the restaurant stay open. They're paying their cooks.
Which is still fine. I mean, I got a guy I went to high school with, PJ. He just opened up a restaurant this past summer.
Yeah.
And it's like almost Main Street. Almost all those places on Main Street are all brand new. Like the notorious PIE, the three pizza places. Like they're all new places there. And this happens. Like it's just like
And I don't think we had takeout in what 2 or 3 weeks.
yeah. I mean, I ordered something last Saturday.
No,
from
but I mean,
Othello's.
we
So, I mean, it's
normally go
legit.
to
Louis. We get something to eat. But I mean, but with
on Thursday, and then we go
But
to.
we spend our money at the Walmart.
Yeah,
Because you have to get food
I got
out of
two.
the house.
I got plenty of food. I'm not going to let all the crazies out there know how much food I get. I got because when it comes down, people better not be coming to my house for food. But I mean, what me and Teresa decided was, hey, we need to cut back and not we didn't hoard, okay, but we bought more than what we normally would buy in a given time, and now I mean we're fine. I mean, if they shut down Walmart, and you're only opening it, for 2 hours a day, and only people that get to shop are people with, the letter A.
Speaking of that, I've been going to like small towns. I see old guys, 8-year-old guys walking in there like no big deal. Like you're one of the people that should not be here at all.
Well,
this one old
But
guy.
you got to remember some of those
gotta
old
eat too.
guys. Some of those old guys out where you're going to, they lived their life. They're like, pfft. And I'm serious. I know some old men like that.
I
You
do
know
too.
what? Hey, I'm going to go do what I do, and that's it.
I mean, it's just. I mean, I've been in small towns. I heard them talk. I don't care about this crap. I heard some people think they still think it's a hoax. I'm like, all right. Well, I mean,
Well, yeah, they're.
it's just how it is. I mean, people. I saw this old guy. Like, I was pulling in Walmart to do my stop. This old guy was just hobbling in there. Like, why are you out right now?
Well, but Walmart is supposed to be open from
They're
the
open
first
for
hour.
first 2 hours.
Yeah, it's for.
Also, FYI, everyone out there, from what I was told from Walmart employee, if you want hand sanitizer or stuff like that, get there when they open.
Yeah.
Because at the hour, but if you get there an hour after they open, they're all gone.
Here's the thing, folks. Okay, and this is insider information. Okay, most of your stores have the hand sanitizer, soap, and toilet paper in their warehouse. They are only putting X amount out every day as to not allow it
Run
to be
out.
hoarded,
And also,
and that is a fact.
did you see what HEB did though? You saw an article about HEB. Pretty much, they contacted China like in January to get prepared for this, and they haven't run out of anything. HEB, they pretty much for a month and a half they stocked up on everything.
But here's another thing. Okay, I put a tweet out today about it, but a bottle of water, Rob, a bottle of damn water is more expensive than a gallon of gas in Oklahoma City.
Oh yeah.
A gallon of gas is 99 cents a gallon.
I will say, I mean, the one thing coronavirus might have cured global warming. If you look at the charts, everything off that, if you got China when they shut down that cloud over everything, it's all gone. If you look
Yeah.
at with the place in
You know,
Italy,
maybe this was God's way of going, you know what? Y'all stay in
There is-
for a little bit.
there is a locust plague going on too in India. So I mean, there's a big locust thing, and there was an asteroid heading towards us next month too.
Oh, my
That's
God.
supposed to miss us by Demo.
You and Demo.
But it is coming towards us, but it's going to miss us by 6 million miles.
Yeah, no, and more than that. It's
Is that really towards us then?
well,
Well,
it's
it's coming
considered
towards us.
dangerously close,
Yeah,
according
I mean,
to
'cause
NASA.
It's
It's 6 lunar.
Did we send
They
up
co-
the?
I think they call it lunar miles. It's 6 lunar miles, which is how far the distance from the Earth to the Moon is. It's 6 of those
Okay.
away, but that is still considered critically close. And Demo was posting on
He was
there,
watching
you know,
Armageddon, and he was quote tweeting, like live tweeting. People were freaking out.
Yeah. Did we send up the drillers to go ahead and take
Yeah.
care of that?
If you ask Ben Affleck about that, I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. Which is, have you heard Ben Affleck's like outtake? He's doing commentary on the movie, and like he's like, "What do you think's making more sense? Setting up drillers to do a job, or teaching astronauts to drill?" It's the dumbest thing I heard in my life. You gotta train drillers for 3 weeks instead of training. I mean,
Yeah.
he just goes off like 3 minutes straight. How dumb the idea of the movie is. Like it's pretty funny.
Well, here's something too. I know my brother doesn't listen to it, John. But he might listen to it now But I'm gonna talk. He goes over because my mom's broke her leg. She's been hobbling around. He goes over every Saturday, and him and my sister, but a lot of people down there take care of her because she still can't get up and around. But I call my mom every Saturday just to check on her, and he's been there the last 4 Saturdays cooking breakfast, and it's always biscuits and gravy, eggs, but the other day I was flipping through channels, couldn't find anything to watch, and I was today years old when I learned that my brother John grew up to be the honky Fred Sanford. Sanford and Son. You remember Sanford
I
and Son?
do, yeah.
Have you watched them recently? It's still freaking hilarious. Okay, I forgot. I'm going to have to start.
I'm coming, Elsta.
Yeah, but
I think that was her name.
my brother grew up to be Fred Sanford. It is that simple. He looks like he's short, chubby, and hilarious. So it's just, I'm coming to meet you. Was it Esther? No, Esther was his sister. But
Ethel?
Ethel, yeah, because Aunt Esther was the ugly one that always fought with. But what else? Caleb, you said, are we going to talk football? Is there anything else football-wise that we need to talk about?
Would you want Cam Newton be a Steeler, Dad?
Who?
Cam Newton. Would you want to be a Steeler, free agent? Would you sign him?
I would, yeah. I
They
mean,
just
actually,
released him outright.
Well, he couldn't trade him because he can't get physical because of the coronavirus. Because he has a soldier. He has soldier. They tried to trade him, but he had passed like a legit physical, and he can't get one of those right now.
So you think he's still got some good years left in him?
Yeah, he's only like 29 years old. I mean,
he's got more good years left in him than
Big
Ben does.
Yeah, so I mean, and he's better than Rudolph. I mean,
Man.
the rumor is like maybe the Patriots, maybe the Chargers. I wouldn't mind him. Like, Steelers would be a good place for him. Tom Brady and Buccaneers would be the weirdest thing to see in my life, though. That Buccaneers jersey is
And is he gonna do anything there?
They got a lot of good weapons there. Like that receiving core is
They
loaded.
got a chance to shine quickly, but
And
I
the
wouldn't count
defense
on
is better than what they were
being
last year. The reason the defense is so bad last year is Jameis threw 30 interceptions. I don't care how good your defense is. You have 30 interceptions. You're going to be put in bad
And
situations.
see, this is what I don't. I mean, I get it, but Tom Brady to the Tampa Bay just doesn't seem to. And even though I'm a Chiefs fan, when Montana went to the Chiefs, and then when Favre went to the Vikings,
But
and
Favre
the
was-
Jets.
but both
just felt weird. to
Yeah,
do.
it's just not right. I mean, when we grew up, a quarterback played his entire career.
Pretty much.
Terry Bradshaw, Staubach, Fran Tarkington.
That's exactly where I was going.
Well, this is why he wanted to say the Patriot, Brady did, but they didn't want to pay him. So I mean, he's like, all right, well,
He
I'll go.
doesn't need the money.
He still wants to get paid.
I mean, his wife makes 3 times his salary.
He still wants to get paid though. He still wants to get that money. He wanted them like
you either
the-
want to
the
play
wall.
or you want to get paid, right, Rob?
Right?
I want to get paid, but you know what?
They also done a terrible job.
I don't. Who needs $30 million a year to play football?
So when he retires, he'll still go in the Hall of Fame as a Patriot.
Yeah.
But it tarnishes it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and
it
I
does.
think it does yours too.
Yeah, I mean, Brett Favre was as great a quarterback as he was.
He could
Playing
answer.
for the Jets and he did okay with the Vikings. It tarnished his career.
I think
But
he
he
did.
also he won Super Bowl with the Vikings.
Well, Joe Montana should have won his Super Bowl with
But
the Chiefs. They
the
couldn't.
big difference
They
between
couldn't get past it.
biggest difference between this and all those guys that the question always been is it Tom Brady or is it Bill Belichick? We'll find out who it is.
it's Bill Belichick,
If Brady
for crying
wins,
out
if
loud.
Brady goes to Super Bowl and Bill Belichick doesn't, guess who wins that conversation? Brady does.
Well, you can't say right now that one's good and one's bad because they're both fantastic at what
Yeah,
they do.
I mean, they're both the greatest
Yeah.
of all time at what they do. He's
Yeah.
the best coach of all time. He's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just. There always is the argument is it Brady without Belichick, and then we'll find out.
Well-
I think Tampa Bay is. I think they're pretty good. So I mean,
Here's the thing, though. Belichick doesn't have to physically do anything. He's just reloading, and his system
Yeah.
continues to go on.
Yeah.
Brady's getting older.
Yeah.
At some point, Brady will not be able to do what Brady
So
has
is
always done.
Jameis Winston? Is he still there?
he's still a free agent.
Oh,
Cam's a free agent.
there ain't nobody gonna pick up Jameis. I don't think.
Famous Jameis. He led several categories last year.
Yeah,
It's just-
interceptions
it just turns
thrown,
out-
interceptions for touchdowns.
I mean, but he got LASIK though. He can see now again. Finally, He finally
Did
can
you
see.
hear about that?
He finally
He
LASIK
had
finally.
late. You always notice he's squinting. And what was it? Pardon my take, guys. They
Yeah.
called him
Quentin Jameis.
Jameis Quinston.
Jameis Winston. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were like, "Can you? He got LASIK, and now he can see." And you're like, "Can you imagine? He's going to be sitting out there going, what is that? That's the middle linebacker."
Middle linebacker. He always
That's
always their touches over the middle. It's always over the middle linebacker. The Palmer Tate guys are like he can't see linebackers in the middle of the field. You watch the tape. He throws their interceptions right to the linebacker. Never sees them. But I mean,
Maybe.
I think it's sweet. Like I said, I'm now a official Cardinals fan because they got Hopkins. and I think that's gonna be a
No,
really
but
fun team to watch.
The other thing
Tyler
about
Guy.
Jameis Winston, he's a taco short of a combination platter.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, that's for sure.
Which reminds me, bringing up, we'll come back to football real quick. On Netflix, the ZZ Top documentary. Either one of y'all watched it?
Not yet.
Caleb, you haven't watched it?
I don't know. I don't know. Am I
ZZ
not
Top,
supposed-
it's new.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, it is amazing. Those guys are so cool.
You know, they were back in 1895. Back to the Future. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, it's
Oh, Rob.
but I don't know. The Cowboys. I mean, I don't know what they're doing.
Oklahoma State or Dallas?
Dallas.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Well, Blake Griffin. Not Blake Griffin.
Like, Bulldozer.
Yeah.
And Gerald McCoy.
Blake Bell. And Gerald McCoy. But really, I mean, I like Blake Bell, but he won a Super Bowl. Did he really? I mean, he scored one touchdown all
Yeah,
year,
but
right?
he was there. He was their blocking tight end.
Okay.
Coach doesn't block, so he's got to go
Yeah.
to other
Hey,
blocks for him. So,
Hey, I would play, way out and
Catch
left
one
back.
touchdown, you earn something. Right?
Yeah, I
I mean,
would
his
play.
first catch of the year was a touchdown. Was a touchdown in the playoffs. That was his
Yeah.
first catch of the year.
Would you play? It's the old deal. I play, a left out and way back. I'd play that to get a
you
Super
better
Bowl
believe
ring.
I am pretty excited to see. Tom Brady's gonna be weird to see. That vision's pretty good because the Falcons got Gurley as well, and then like I said, I'm a Cardinals fan now because I'm a big Kyler Murray guy. They got Hopkins. They're probably got offensive lineman now. CD's probably not going in there anymore. That's sad, but probably for the best for them because they already have Hopkins and Fitzgerald, and Kyler's is gonna make it better and better. Baker has a make or break year this year, I think too.
Well, here's a question I got for you guys and our fans out there, and if y'all want to retweet or post it, we got the Frothy Friday guys over in Australia. They've been, do we want our next podcast to be with the Frothy Friday guys and let them talk to us and teach us about Australian rules football?
That'd be fun.
No problem with that.
Because I'm pretty sure I've been kind of talking. I think they're still playing in crowdless stadiums. They're still playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were, I think, last week. But Australian rules football. I think it's basically rugby on steroids. So everybody knows it's a podcast out of Australia called the Frothy Fridays. They have a live Facebook show on Friday nights from one of the guys' bars in his house. And they have like Formula One racers on there. I mean, big time guests. Nice guys. And a buddy that I went to high school with was in Australia and went on a cruise and met these guys. He gave them our information. Before I could contact him, the Frothy Friday guys were contacting me. Mm-hmm. And we were like, hey, and we've hit it off. I mean, it's like, hey, we want to do a podcast. And they want us to come on because they were shocked to find out that college football was more popular than NFL football.
Ah.
And they
You
want
mean
us
here or in the nation?
in the nation.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because it is. I mean, people, especially the last couple of years, people have been, NFL football ratings have dropped. College has been going up, and it is. It's more popular. And that's what we're gonna teach them some American college football. But so if you will, that's what I think we'll do. I'll get a hold of them. I don't know what time is it. Well, we got to figure out that are they a day ahead of us or
It's, they're ahead of us.
like a whole day? Isn't
So
it?
it'll be like probably somewhere right around noon there right now. Tomorrow?
Okay, so we could do it at night and they could do it in the middle of the day.
Yep.
Okay. Because, Rob's the smart one out of the group.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Yeah. Well, we know you're
It's a
smarter
bit
than
of a
Caleb
stretch.
last night. Caleb last night, we go in when I get home a little after 6 and or a little bit more than a little bit after 6, and Teresa, there's this big pan of chicken because he cooks all of his lunches ahead of time, and we look, Teresa looks at the oven. She goes, Caleb, when's the timer? Why is the timer on?
I thought it was
He turned the timer on the oven, not the oven.
God.
All right.
Oh, but
Did he go in for those Tide Pods? Or
no, but the other thing is, did you see the picture? Tattoo put it out of Ben Roethlisberger.
I did not.
Caleb and Ben kind of look. Ben's got the big,
Yeah, they do kind of resemble
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
so we shouldn't have named you Ben. Benjamin. Caleb. Get off your damn phone.
I don't care about this conversation. I don't think it looks like it.
What else, Caleb? Bring up another subject. We can keep talking
Trying to think.
because we got to kind of get everybody caught up. People have been asking, hey, where are we at? So we're going to kind of give you a little bit more tonight. That's what she said.
So there's a lot of
Background
recruiting
jokes.
stuff going on right now.
Which
There's
is so
some
crazy.
There's still eyeballs coming out from Lincoln.
Oh yeah. And right now we're the favorites on like the number one quarterback, the number one
Receiver.
receiver.
Yeah.
I think a corner.
Pretty much like all the number one guys were right in the heat of all of them.
Listen,
Which-
unless they're defenders, I'm not going to get excited.
Well,
Yeah.
no, quarterback gets. If you listen to recruits,
Yeah, the quarterback.
gets a class going. So if you get the quarterback, that's why this last class wasn't as good as one before. If you get the quarterback, he gets everyone going with it.
Well, I'm okay with it,
So
Yeah.
I mean,
but
plus
I want some defenders.
quarterback
some
gets
big-time
Quarterback
defenders.
gets that stuff though, because quarterback gets players to recruit
And
here.
good point. I mean, Robbie, bring that up. How Lincoln was talking about not having the spring wouldn't have that big of an impact. Not having the summer workout wouldn't have that big. The impact it would have was we were planning on the number one and number two JUCO defenders, linemen coming in. We need to get JY on here to talk about that. Them not having a spring or summer workout to learn the system.
Yep.
They're at home.
How big of an impact is
So
that going to be on
you
the
can't tell me
defense
it's
that we
not
have?
having an impact because they're at home.
Yeah.
Now everybody's suffering the same impact. Well, that's not true actually.
Yeah, because they have no time under the system. They don't know what they're doing.
Right, but other conferences are allowed to do some things under their rules that we are not.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If they're
some
doing
kind of
them, they're
workout-
stupid. They're doing them, they're stupid.
Well, probably, but they're doing them.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. If you can get a leg up, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, there's no doubt it's having a negative impact on us because those guys need to be in our system and
Yeah.
on our field,
Yeah.
and they're not. So,
Yeah. Those two, I can't think of their, I didn't pull any of that stuff up, but, if
Periwinkle, Periwinkle. What's his name?
I don't know. I just said that.
Yeah, it's something like that. I like it though. I like it.
But that's something we got to look at. And Lincoln brought it. People, and I kind of brought it up too. There's no summer workouts and da da da. Lincoln said, they don't. There's really no such thing as football shape. These guys are athletes. 4 weeks, 3 weeks is plenty of time to get them in. There's no miraculous thing that they have to be in ready to play a football game to start a season. It may be the worst football we've seen in a long time by everybody.
Maybe we'll care,
hopefully
though,
they're-
at the time.
Yeah, I don't care.
Hopefully they're running and doing push-ups, and
They're all working out. So if you watch them on Instagram, they're all still doing stuff right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But I don't know, man. It's just weird. I think the Cardinals are supposed to play the Cubs today.
yeah, it was opening day today. It was opening day of baseball.
Sad day.
Yeah.
Sad day because this is going to be a great year because everybody's going to be throwing at the.
That's another
baseball is
thing.
Astros.
That's one thing you and I had talked about. We're looking forward to is how many Astros are going to get plunked a game. At least
Astros are
one.
and the Astros are going to skate on all of this because they come back against, but no one's going to care about the Astros training anymore.
They're still
No.
apologizing.
Whoever when it does come back, whoever the first Astro batter is needs to get plunked.
Well, they were plunking them in summer ball.
I know.
Or, I mean,
It's spring ball,
yeah, spring
Yeah.
ball.
training camp. Or,
So yeah,
Yeah.
they were
That's
going to
why
get
that-
it.
that's why
They're
it
still
happens.
going to get it.
It is one. I think everyone's mad about this happening except for the Astros. I think
Yeah, the Astros
Right.
because it was heating up. It was just getting worse and worse
Yeah.
and worse. And then
and the
also,
crowds were going. But I'm telling you, I mean,
Well, the only joke they have is like reason no Astros.
I want
players.
baseball to kick in just for that.
Well, I mean,
Seriously,
Yeah, me
I
too.
love baseball. I love going to the ballpark. I
Did you
want
hear
to.
the guy, baseball guy, still wants to play all the games? He wants to do double headers or do 7-inning games.
Baseball season. There's too many games in
Idiot.
baseball anyway. But
162 is what the contract is.
Mm-hmm.
So the players want to get 162 in, and
Get
if they
paid.
can shorten the game to 7 innings and play double headers, they'll do it.
yeah,
Because if they don't get 162, their contract isn't fulfilled, and they don't get their full pay. So I mean, I understand that, but you know what? You could scale that back for me. I'm fine with that. They don't have to because I'm not watching it all anyway.
yeah.
But scale it back to 100. I think they'll play more than that. But scale it back to 100. That way, those guys they don't get tired. Because I'm telling you something. Now this going out on a limb here, so go with me. Some of those guys, like Mark McGuire, like Canseco, and I'm not saying both of those fit this mold, but they took the steroids for longevity,
Yeah,
Right.
Most of them did that for.
not necessarily to get big bulked up and hit a lot of home runs.
Right.
Roger Clemens, even though I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
He took it because everyone else is taking it.
Yeah, but I mean, like Rob's saying, it's a long season.
It's a long
They
season.
wear out by the end of the
and you
season.
don't heal as
I'm-
fast.
I'm right with you, Rob.
So
Especially
I think
where-
some of them did it for that reason. Rafael Palmeiro.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm following what you. If they played a 100-game season, there would be better baseball at the end of
Better
the season.
baseball.
A lot better.
they wouldn't
baseball.
need to take some kind of a supplement to
Yeah.
prolong that. So I'm okay with cutting that back to 100 games.
Yeah.
But they need to do it the right way so that the off season is fine and the way that the number one team rises up and your wild cards, all those things need to stay in place, because right now the way they got it, it's perfect, or I think it is.
Right. Well, and the other thing with NBA, the only issue I have with NBA, the playoffs are too long. Every playoff game should not be 7 games. It needs the first round needs to be the best of 3. And then all of them need to be the best of 3 until the conference championships need to be the best of 5, and then the NBA finals the best of 7.
That's 7.
I think it's
fine
best.
with
I think it should be best of 5, but the best of 3 is just like some fluke could happen, and
Well, yeah, but
best
still.
best team could lose.
That forces you to go. You know what I mean? Because they don't. I don't.
It's all about the money, Derry.
That's why the NBA is hard to win. That's why it's one of the hardest places to win, because the best team always wins the NBA pretty much, because it's
Pretty
hard to beat
much.
teams 4 out of 7 times. I mean, in baseball you can do it because you have a hot pitcher, you have a hot hitter. Basketball, if you have the best player on the court, because it's so 5 people on court, if you have the best player on court, you're probably gonna win the series, because the best player on court, that's how much he controls everything. So they're gonna make some adjustments to it too. LeBron's on podcast today talking about what they need to get going again, stuff like that. So
Oh, Mike feels about my buddy Mike Bertaldo feels about Tiger King like you do. I'll forward his. Here, let me forward it to you real quick.
All right, that's good. That's good. But yeah, I wouldn't mind baseball coming back, because I know that it's going to be an interesting year. Especially, really, the best thing I think that the Houston could do is trade all of them people off and start all over again, because they're going to have a hard year. I mean, they're still a good baseball team. They're still loaded.
I think Sal's going to thrive.
Okay,
I think
that's what Mike just sent me.
I think Bregman's actually going to thrive off that hate. I think Altuve might struggle a little bit because he used to be like the guy everyone loves.
Yeah, Mike, you and I, we're on the same page, bro.
That's what Mike just sent me.
Yeah, same page. Yeah, can't read that on the air.
But I'm excited for NBA to come back, because as everyone knows, a big Lakers fan. They have a legit chance to win the title this year. So
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see any NBA. I think the NBA is done for the year.
they already said they'll play games in August. They said they'll come back in August. So they already said they'll wait that long, because the players want it and the owners want it. And they already come out and said, because they've been talking, they're aiming for May, but they even said they're talking about even having games in practice facilities, because there won't be no fans there anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So teams go practice facilities and do that. So
Our buddy, Hype Man Harry, and this is a good point, Hype Man. And yes, we will get you on the podcast. This is something somebody needs to get clarified with the University of Oklahoma. The payment plan for season tickets, if you payment plan or you paid them off, your confirmation says there is no refunds for any reasons.
yep,
boy.
that probably means that you won't get your money back. Did you about Austin City Limits? What they did on their tickets?
They didn't pay them back?
They didn't pay them back. And on the ticket thing, it says no refunds for cancellations, acts of God, terrorism. So if someone goes there and blows up the place, you're there. Too bad you don't get your money back. It's on the fine print, and they got so much backlash
Wow.
that they didn't care. So it's acts of God's terrorism.
You know what? I mean, if they wouldn't refund the money, that's just it. What they need to do then, okay, University of Oklahoma, I love you with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength. Okay, is tell everybody, stop your payment plans right now until we get confirmation that the season is going to play.
That's what they should do.
Yeah. So thank you, Hype Man Harry, for bringing that up. So if you're paying off your season tickets like I am right now, it might be something we want to look at. We'll dig into that a little bit deeper.
Yep.
Maybe we could get Joe C on the podcast and let him tell us. Think?
Probably not.
We're pretty low on a totem pole of people he'd talk to, huh?
Probably.
That's something we get past.
I think Eli's here, Caleb.
Oh, he's
4440's here. And he's probably drunk.
Probably. I didn't know he was drunk. So last week I didn't know he was drunk because I mean it was like 6 o'clock, and then when me and him started drinking around 5, and then he started drinking at 2:30.
Did you tell him to come in?
No, I guess he just walked in.
Okay. He rang the doorbell. So
I just let him have my spot.
yeah. No, we're
be
fixing to
out.
shut it down.
Oh,
Is it time to run?
yeah.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We went a little bit long. We didn't talk all Sooner football, but, hey, we talked enough. We got some names. We brought up the fact that the games might not be played. And then a big fact, thank you, Hype Man Harry, once again, Harry Taylor. We need to figure out what's going on with our season ticket money because there is no refunds.
Yep.
Maybe it's something you can ask like to Sam or something like that, and maybe he can work it up the poll.
Yeah.
Or something
So
like that.
here's the thing: if they're not going to refund you money, you should get to go sit in those seats and watch nothing. If that's what you choose to do.
Yeah. And Lincoln should come out and shake everybody's hand or elbow bump. That's the thing now, isn't it? Elbow bump. So
I'm excited. I listen to LeBron. He's on podcast. He says he's never going to shake anyone's hand again on handshakes. He said, get ready to
LeBron,
watch.
shut up.
Get ready to watch. Let me say, get ready to watch what we're going to do after this. Like all this. So.
Shut up, LeBron. LeBron will probably Peter Peck with people.
Don't be jealous because he's the greatest of all time.
No, it's
Greatest of all time.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I'm not debating that. We're not debating how great he is. I don't need your opinion on whether or not you'll
Well,
frickin' shake somebody's
He was
hands.
on a podcast. They asked him. He was like, "I'm going after this. We're going to do stuff a little different."
Then his answer should be, hey, if it's socially acceptable and needed, yes, I will shake your hand. That's the correct answer. Not, I'm never shaking.
Not shake people's hands.
Or you could just not be a sissy. Just saying.
Right.
Hey,
Well,
and here's the thing. They
don't say
said,
that, Rob. 'Cause people who say that stuff, they get the corona next, and all of a sudden they're dead. That's what happens. Everyone's like, everyone
Here's the thing,
calls
no,
out the corona.
At least they weren't a sissy.
one
all
of
the-
my favorite memes that's come out is they're saying that the coronavirus, and I don't know if this is true. I've seen stuff that a guy because they eat bats over there and they traced it to the bat that he ate. Apparently,
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's either that or China planned it.
One of my favorite memes is Ozzy Osbourne biting a head off a bat and said, Osbourne bit a head off a bat and didn't get corona. This generation's weak.
Well, it's crazy though. It's just like you see all the kids who are doing the Corona challenge all have coronavirus. The kid looking in the toilet. There's a guy in New York City who's looking at polls, and they're all in the hospital with coronavirus. I'm like, okay. I was listening to people talk like that.
Those are the same people that play Russian roulette.
I was listening to
You damn fools.
Barstool people they should get denied at the hospital.
Yeah, go. How did you get it? I licked a pole.
Well, you see the guy in Missouri. He had coronavirus. He looked on the meats. He got charged for terrorism.
And there was a lady that got in trouble the other day because
She
she went
coughed.
around coughing on everybody
Coughing
on
on-
purpose. Just
Yeah, and someone else happened today. This lady coughed on the food on store, so the store threw away all the food because he coughed on the food of the store.
well,
You should have to pay for that.
here's the thing that I think that an industry that the coronavirus has ruined: buffets.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, buffets can't have curbside service.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What is it? What is the good one?
well, Panda Garden they're doing takeout.
Yeah,
they always have takeout though.
Yeah,
So
they always say that, but
so, I mean,
I love Panda Garden, but their takeout is freaking ridiculous. It's like $92 a pound.
Oh.
And rice, you wouldn't think a spoon of rice would weigh 5 pounds, but it does.
I'm trying to think. I mean, just because something else is pretty bad. I mean, right now, like I listen to Parma Take, and their main sponsor is StubHub. It's our SeatGeek.
Yeah.
It's like go get SeatGeek for when anybody comes back in July.
But yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, thank God I got to see the Iron Maidens. Did you see my deal up there? Did I show you that, Rob?
I don't think you did.
Yeah, see, I did buy.
I'm trying to think.
No.
I got to see the Iron Maidens. I had no concerts lined out and ready to go.
I'm getting nervous that my concert won't happen.
What concert's that?
The Weezer, Fall Out Boy.
When is it?
It's July 31st.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, it's going to be pushing it.
It might, because it might be that time of the year, but it's gone. And, like it's. I mean, I said when we first tickets, me and y'all we're mad because it's so far away. Thank God it's so far away now because we're complaining because we bought tickets like a month ago. Like, man, it's so far away. It sucks. We're just see them tomorrow. Well, good thing that it's so far away because it's I mean, there's a better chance of it happening now.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know, that coronavirus, the people that I didn't explain, the people who are doing it, all the people that did the coronavirus challenge got the coronavirus. So it's that's why I said be careful what you say. Be careful what you say because everyone is.
Well, it's like I
called it
said,
out.
if you play Russian roulette, you're going to die. Okay.
Eventually.
Sooner or later.
Yeah. I've never been that type of person though to cheat fate. I mean, me and Rob. You ever going to skydive, Rob?
No, probably not.
Nope.
I was
You ever going to bungee jump?
Listen, those are things I would do for money. Like if you said, "Hey, Rob,
$30 million to bungee jump? Yeah, $30 million to.
I will jump out without a parachute on." Wait, that kind of defeats the purpose.
Unless you're Peggy Hill.
Who's that?
Peggy Hill. She did that. She let that chill off the plane. That's King of the Hill.
I don't know who that is.
You've never seen King of the Hill?
I probably have not.
That's my purse.
Bobby?
I don't know you.
Hank Hill?
No.
You should watch King of the Hill. It's on Hulu.
King of the Hill.
Dun 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 dun.
Boomhauer.
Okay, so I know who that is,
Because
but
of me,
I
probably.
don't think I've ever
He knows
watched
that because
it.
of me.
Oh
I think,
my
I think as a
gosh,
kid, like Michael needs to call me Boomhauer sometimes. So
Yeah.
wasn't very nice.
Boomhauer has the kid.
Boomhauer's brother is Brad Pitt too.
Yeah. And Boomhauer's best friend was Matthew McConaughey, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. They're also one of the greatest wrestling ever because they're Texas. They're Texas fans. They go to Cedar Springs for the spring camp for
No, Wichita
Cowboys.
Falls.
Wichita Falls for Cowboys. They go to a propane store and they're OU fans. They start yelling, start singing Boomer Sooner to Hank, and he starts like
Freaking out. He's like, Wichita Falls, that's just, you might as well call it South Oklahoma.
And it's one episode that you see a lot of meme of. It's like they go to the Red River Rivalry, and OU beats Texas. And Bobby's like, "Why do we lose, Dad? It sucks because I'm no, son, I know." And like, so we beat Texas. People tweet out that link right there because they're all crying because they lost.
And
OU.
Tattoo put out a deal. It's on our page on Facebook. You need to look at it. He put out a Hank Hill episode of, I think it's that one where
Yeah,
they
when
lost.
I
they
did
lost
see
it,
that.
Yeah,
I
that's
did see
Hank
that.
Hill. That's Hank and Bobby.
Okay.
Bobby's
my
the
favorite deal
best.
about Bobby was one time he brings his report card. You got an F in English, Bobby? Bobby, you speak English.
Bobby's my favorite. Like my favorite episode of Bobby is like he takes self-defense class and he goes to women's class and his self-defense is that's my purse and he kicks you
Yeah.
in the nuts. That's his self-defense.
That's his self-defense.
He keeps kicking his dad in the nuts.
That's my purse.
I don't know you. And
I
he just
don't know
kicks you in the
you.
nuts.
Oh my god.
It's one of my favorite episodes. And then he fights with the mom. He does it with the mom. And obviously, doesn't work with her. And he gets beat up.
But yeah, and Tom Petty was on there for a long time. That was
He played Lucky.
yeah, Lucky, which was
And Luann's Brittany Murphy, who's R.I.P.
I don't know who Brittany Murphy is.
She's in like Just Married with Ashton Kutcher or whatever. I don't know. She's in 8 Mile. She's the one that bangs Eminem in 8 Mile.
I never seen 8 Mile.
Well, it's a good movie.
Have you seen 8 Mile, Rob?
I think maybe I watched it with the boys one time. It's one
So
about
how
that
would-
rapper, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Eminem.
about that rapper. Well, that's it, guys. I know we said this earlier, but that's it for this podcast. Thanks for listening. Watch us. Where I'm going to get a hold of the Frothy Friday guys, and we're going to have an international podcast and learn Australian rules
Sounds
football.
great.
Boomer Rob.
Boomer Terry.
Boomer Caleb.
Boomer.
Sooner fans, you really need to go check out our podcast partners. First off, teambarfinder.com. Download their app on the Apple Store or on Google Play. Find out where you can watch your Sooners locally at your local pub. Also, go check out tailgateconnect.com for the best tailgates across the country. And go learn football from Jason Young, JY, and the Trench Warfare Report, www.trenchwarfarereport.com. Let's get this going.